In this video, we're going to show you what it took to get this all to fit on this mangled up Cobra jet. If you guys have no idea how much work was involved, just take a look at my pork rind supply. That's how many pork rinds it took to get the ass end on this car.
They ain't gonna eat themselves.
And look at Benny. Look, there's all the pork rinds right there in his belly.
Washboards, baby.
We had talked about in the last video about how we were gonna fix this. So here's what we're up against. Look at this crap. This fits not bad. I can get that in there where it needs to be, but take a look at this crap. What the hell is going on here? The Bodyman struck again. Look at that hackery. Here's the problem, right here. See how that's hanging over? I cannot weld that drip edge to a flat surface when there's a big blob of gobbledygook right there. I don't know what the hell that is.
Don't say cellulite.
No. But that is not supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be a nice flat plane. This is supposed to go against there. And then I spot weld it up in here into this channel from the bottom side, but I can't do that. So I'm stalled right now. It looks like I'm going to have to cut that chunk of that pillar out and go to this extra pillar I got out here. I'm gonna have to put a piece in there because that's just gonna cause nothing but problems right there. So what we're gonna do, which Benny's gonna work on that patch, show him the patch you got there, Benny. This is a donor piece off the other roof that we didn't use. So what we're gonna do is if you look over here on this side, on this edge, there's some spot welds. So we're gonna drill these spot welds out. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna take it. This actually splits right here at this drip rail. There's a seam, actually a hidden seam right here. You can see it running down here. We're gonna take 3 sides of that piece, which is basically the skin, and we're gonna put that skin on this, which will leave the inner structure. So we shouldn't have to brace this up because there's still gonna be an inner piece holding everything together. And we're gonna dress this up because this is unacceptable. So we're gonna take you back to the sandblast cabinet and Benny's gonna clean this up and we're gonna peel it off and we're gonna show you what it looks like once it's all peeled apart. I need to clean this up. This
yes,
is a
you
mess
do.
Back here. Nothing but
terrible
Mustang parts and...
You ain't got this fixed yet, do you?
You shouldn't have broke it.
Oh, I didn't break it.
You was the last one.
You're the one that told me about it. Oh.
Everything you got's broken, including your body. Oh, decrepit body.
Easy.
You gonna need help getting up?
No.
You sure? You sure?
I'm in good shape.
Yeah, make sure you get that one.
Good shape.
Tyler. Oh, God. Boy, that was a hell of a recovery.
Hey, no lights there.
That was not a good recovery
There
on
we
your
go.
part.
It's fine. Man, you got another 12 hinges in that back cabinet. I said you got 12 more hinges back there.
Are you jealous because I
Not
have
at all,
more
because
door
I got
hinges
just
than
as,
you have?
I got just as many for a Falcon.
Yeah, I do. I do have a collection of hinges.
There's no shit. There's at least
And look,
there's at least 6 more in here.
well, you never know. It takes like 6 of them to get 2 good ones.
Let's find out.
Let's not worry about how many hinges.
Oh no
I
no
got.
no. Let's do. There's 1, and there's 2. There's another. Oh, and another.
See, this is how Benny organizes. He stacks stuff until it falls off and takes out a toe.
And another. Oh, is this your storage area inside the blast cabinet?
Yeah, what are you doing going through my storage area? You looking for
I'm
Falcon
cleaning
parts?
your parts, for Christ's sake.
Just a 4-door Mustang. I do got a lot of hinges.
A 4-door Mustang.
A more-door
A more-door Mustang.
Yeah, I can't dispute that. I do have a lot of hinges. So we're gonna split this apart.
All right, Slappy.
I don't know. We gotta have to be creative. I already got it prepped, pre-drilled. And if it starts to destroy it, then we'll figure out another way to get it apart. 5-in-1 tools work great to get underneath some seams. If you have it pre-drilled, these little 5-in-1s are pretty tough. They'll bust a weld. They'll hold up. See, went right through that weld. Did you see that? Start with the tip. Get that tip in there like that. Drive it. And they get right in there.
Better
A lot of
looking.
people would think that you would break that tip, but these things are tough, very tough. And you're not bending up the flange really bad, as if I use this is gonna totally distort that. And then you definitely don't want to use an air chisel on this. Ford loves hiding welds, loves putting welds in places you can't get to.
Was there one right there on the end?
Yeah, it's a half a weld. We get this loose, we can just snap that weld will come apart pretty easy. Now that little corner right there, man, that thing's the key. Getting under them welds and breaking. So that's tech tip. That's a free tech tip.
Free
Yep.
tech.
Look at that. I think the same welds that was on the drip edge was pinched through there. So let me go ahead and just run a drill bit over them real quick.
Drill your finger. Scouts ever send you your finger drilling mirror back?
No.
They didn't? I get one.
That is a weld that apparently we've missed.
see it?
Right there. Let me grab that with the drill. Our 5-in-1's saying no more. Handle's coming apart, but the tool's holding up. It's gonna be real fun peeling it off that car if all them booger welds. We'll just grind this smooth. I don't want to destroy this flange.
I don't either.
So let's just call that done. We'll just take cut. We'll just cut.
Very good.
I keep the drill bit away from my fingers. You gonna tell the viewing audience about my drill bit experience?
no.
Because you just
I
laughed?
No, sir. I did not laugh. I made a noise like, damn, that hurt. I've seen you do it.
Just like that.
Yeah, something like that, except it went through your finger.
Yeah, it's a Harbor Freight drill bit. Man, do not keep your fingers nearby when you're drilling hard. They will break, and they will go through your finger.
Puckering feeling.
Through the thumbnail and out the other end of the finger and went. Just cut that off right there, and we'll grind this.
With the whizzy wheel. There?
That works.
Not there? Oh, it's holding it. Aggravation. There she is.
That's what it looks like. That's the part we're not using, and this is the part we're going to use. So we're going to put that in the sandblast cabinet. We're going to clean this up. We're going to take that off. We're going to coat that inside with some corrosion protection, and we're going to put it on that mess over there. All right, so you got it blasted. Let's see what it looks like.
All clean inside.
All right,
We still got to do some grinding, get this
clean
crap
this
off.
up. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take all this out, and we're going to take this apart like we did this. And then we're going to graft that in there. We'll call that done. And then we can get this strip edge on there. So won't you grind that? Just take a grinder. That'll just fall off there.
Who's this we? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Yeah, you. You're my mouse. Get on that
Damn.
mouse. But
Get all
anyhow,
the
we're going to take you around the car
glamour
and show you
job.
what we did on the back end. We did get the quarters all screwed and clamped into place. Everything seems to be fitting pretty good. We had one heck of a time with these things. These were not fun to get to fit. We got the window opening squared. We got the trunk opening squared. I'm going to bolt the trunk lid on it today. The taillight panel fit good. We're getting there. We're getting to the back. I want to screw everything together. Do not want to weld aside and fit aside. So right now, everything is just held together with sheet metal screws. And I had talked about in the other video about the outer fender welds, and you can see what I did in here. Put it in there loose, then I fit the quarter, and then I ran tappet screws and 3 points to lock that fender weld where it fits the quarter. Now when I pull the quarter off and I already pre-drilled the fender welds, I can go ahead and weld them holes shut, and that fender weld won't move, and it should fit the quarter perfect as is. And that was an aftermarket outer wheelhouse. Fit, not bad for the most part, but don't take it upon yourself to line up flange to flange when you do your wheelhouses, because they won't. Your quarters are not going to like that. You can see that the flanges are a little different here. If you look right here, you can see that the darker brown is the outer fender well. You can see it's just a little higher than the original, but that's how it fits that quarter panel. So that's where that's going to go. And if I wanted to get real stupid about it, I could trim that back a little bit and make them flush, and I may, who knows, but it's not necessary. But that, I'm just proving a point that Do not put flange to flange and expect that's where it goes, because that's not always the case. These took hours and hours of trimming. If you're using these aftermarket parts, you have to cut the snot out of these things. You have to cut them here. You have to cut them on the inside because they'll interfere with your quarter panel. You have to cut it up in here. It'll interfere with the top of the quarter panel. You got to do a big spot down here is an interference spot. So I contoured it to the shape of the taillight panel, but this piece I probably took a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch off of this piece down around this corner. But this is what you want to do. You want to contour it to there. You want to have adjustment. You don't want metal tight to tight. You want to be able to move stuff. And I will show you the hours that I took to fit this. I'll show you how it pays off. Let me find my quarter extension. It's right in front of me. It was just a walking disaster. I had to blame somebody. Look at that. That's a pretty good fit. And that's what you want. And you want to give yourself adjustment this way. But that's what you want. That's what the hours and hours of fitting and grinding and taking off, and just take your time and you'll be much happy with the results. And you just throwing it on there and slapping mud to make your lines work. There we have it. That's what we got so far. We're going to get you guys on time lapse, and we're going to start peeling this side apart on that car, on that pillar there. Benny's in there cleaning it up a little better. This isn't going to come apart as easy as that one because there's so much weld and glops of brass and everything else in there. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Remember, like and subscribe and check out the merch store too. We got the patch tacked into place. Now we're going to weld this up, and we'll bring you back when it's all ground. Here we are. We're finishing up that patch on that pillar. Benny's finished grinding it right now. They come out pretty nice. Tyler's going to zoom in on that. And this is where we're going to leave this video today. So remember, like and subscribe and check out the merch store. And we'll see you in the next video, which will be Saturday.